So this is one of three garden boxes that I have for just the herbs. And even though it's only getting near the end of April, I'm going to have to harvest. The lemon balm is just doing better than it ever has. This gets a lot of shade under the cypress tree, and it just really seems to like it. This is a volunteer mint that came up from my neighbor, and it's actually a superior mint that I love having infusion with. It's got a much better, stronger taste. And I asked her about it, and she said it's been there like for 50 years. So even before her, the mint was there. And it looks a lot like the plant next to it, which is the sage, the Salvia officinalis. And I'm going to harvest some of that. And all of these I'll be drawing in bundles and hanging them up. Last year, I tried to dry everything in baskets, and it just took up so much space. But in the solarium, Ed created this system. I'll show you later. It's just twine crisscrossed, so I can tie this up in bundles, label it, because every single time I think I know what the herb is, and I forget once it's dried. And then I'll hang it up and with clothespins. So I'm just going to talk a little bit more about what's growing here. This is the peppermint that I started last year, and it's doing well. This is a Palace Castle Artemisia.
Last summer, we were in Wales at Palace Castle, and I could not find one specimen of this beautiful Artemisia that is named after that wonderful National Trust property.
And the yarrow, I don't remember if it was white last year. I thought it was a yellow blossom, but I don't know if it's going to change or if it's just like going to stay white. But I love, even before the flowers come, the gray, blue-gray feathery, I'm going to say feathers because it looks like feathers, but it's the leaves are just so ornamental. And then in here is tansy. I planted one, and I now have three. This is my first time to grow tansy, so I'm excited about that.
Tansy has long been used as an herbal for all sorts of digestive conditions, but it does have a certain toxicity. I'm not interested in using it in a culinary way. It does repel a lot of insects, which of course most herbs do, so it's a wonderful companion planting, and I look forward to the yellow button flowers it's going to produce.
I've got a few strawberry plants. These are poppies that have self-seeded from last year, and those are the same poppies that I brought back from England, so they'll be a pale pink. They're just really beautiful. The oregano is very healthy. It's weathered through the winter. And then a lot of people aren't familiar with this, but this is sweet woodruff. It has mounded so healthy. It was a tiny little plant when I got it. I like the white blossoms, and it's very sweet tasting. It will you could use it in any kind of dessert, or even just putting on the salad to add some sweet flavor to it.
And I forgot to mention the poor little rosemary who is being buried by the sweet woodruff. It hasn't actually flourished here. I think it needs more sun, so I may try putting him in a different location. But I am constantly using him in my cooking.
And then this is a bee balm. It's getting eaten by something. Hopefully it'll be okay. And then my tarragon, which I'm just so excited to grow because when I was in Texas, it was too hot for tarragon. So it's very happy. And this is, and then the variegated mint over here. This is the first time I'm growing it. And I just started this, and this is a pineapple mint. And so it does have that beautiful smell and taste of pineapple. So that's introduction to the spring herb garden.
So here are my bundles of lemon balm that I've harvested, and the garden looks a little chopped back, but it will all grow back. And now I'm ready to go hang it up to dry. Make sure you always label your plants because you will forget what they are. Hanging up my herbs is so easy, or going to be so easy this year, because I have this system of twine now, and I'm just going to bundle them up, label them, and clip them on there with a clothespin. And now they have a wonderful air circulation instead of me trying to dry them in baskets. I use the lemon balm not only in infusions or herbal teas as they're called, but also it's the base for my lemon pepper seasoning, which I make every year. So there you have it, the beginning of my harvesting for spring.